In this video, we'll check the previous changes we made in simulation, and we'll troubleshoot any errors that we find. I've launched into simulation, and I'm ready to simulate our latest changes. I will be speeding up the video when appropriate to move through areas in simulation that have no collisions. I'll start the run button and zoom in on the left spindle. Our left spindle ops and our pick-off cutoff looks good. We have our first collision on the right spindle. We can see that it's operation number 75 on the move list. That would be operation 27 in the toolpath manager. I'm going to say no, I don't want to continue. I want to take a look at this. And this is our face mill, which is doing the scallops. And we're hitting the chuck jaws. This is a Y-axis toolpath, and we are opposite the center line in this point. I'm going to keep running, and I'll have to check through these collision alarms. And you'll notice that this last scallop right here didn't have any collision. It's on the turret side of the center line. So I'll keep running. We're going to run the finish op on the same feature, so we're going to have the same issue. Again, we're using Y-axis at this point. Looks like we have another collision here. Operation 114 on the move list. Operation 40 in the process list in the toolpath manager. I'm going to say no and take a little closer look at this. We can see that the collet nut is hitting the part. And I'm going to allow this just to step down. So we're at full depth here. And you can see where the collet is hitting the part. The collet nut is hitting the part. So just for measurement purposes, I'm going to come in here and change this minus 259 to minus 249. And you can see that a 10 millimeter change will give the clearance that it needs. So for this instance, if we move the tool out 10 millimeters, we'll have the clearance that we need. I'll continue from here. And I'm just going to step through this. I'm going to stop here again because we're hitting in a different place now. I'm going to go just a little bit further. We're on the outside hole. I want to come into the inside hole here. And if we look at where we're hitting, you can see that we're in a red condition here, so it's a little bit harder to see, but the tool in position 10, because it's a right hand holder, is hitting the chuck jaws. So we could either move our locators around and put a left hand holder in position 10, which would probably give us our clearance, or we can move this out. So I'm going to go ahead and see how far I need to move this before I clear. So let's try minus 209. That's 50 millimeters from where we were bottomed out, which that's a reasonable amount. I'm going to try minus 198, which is 60 millimeters from where we started. It's a little bit better. So depending upon your machine, your setup, where the chuck jaws are actually stopped, what you have loaded on the turret would determine the best course of action. I'm going to move this 3mm end mill out 60 millimeters, and that should give us the clearance that we need. I'll continue running simulation to see if we have any more issues. And that's it.